I'm begging that this kind of works out at the moment. Just going to check directly on the stream to see if they are picked here at all. By the way, hello everyone, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The reason, okay, I can see that there are picked here. That is great. The reason to why I was a little bit unsure is that I have never tried to stream while there is an update of the game downloading. When I turned on Assassin's Creed, it asked me to download an update, and I'm kinda on a time limit, so I didn't have time to update at that point. So when I turned on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, then it said all the online options are off for this game, and then I thought it would include streaming. So now I have learned that that isn't the case. So I must admit that I have gone a quite second ahead here. I have already been in and spoken with Randy, so I have picked our next mission with his Winchester. Clearly we're going back to Winchester. I think we have been there before, but yeah, that is where we are heading. And is the name of the storyline there? Nah, I guess it will pop up when we get there. So, down here, our closest fast travel point is over here. So, yeah, when I do this, my thumb is still a little bit tired after Kina, but this is a way calmer game than the other one. So, it won't be anything of soul level here. It would be worse if I, for example, were about to jump over to Nioh 2 after this, or after Kina, but I'm not, so I think it will go fine. So, streaming administration, and we have, oh god, still a little part to run. What I probably should do then is to visit this on the way, just so we don't have to sync or don't have to run a couple of meters or miles.
attack on sight here.
Oops. That didn't seem good. Hopefully we won't end up having the same fate.
How am I supposed to be happy with only your stupid face to look at for the rest of my life?
You said you love my face.
I do. Which is why I wanted a smaller, sweeter version of it. Sarah would bless me with a child.
Champagne is like there's no magic. Besides, there are wolves. Big ones with teeth.
I'm going.
Aha! It's one of those missions.
And you cannot stop me.
You know what? I'm going for that mission.
Why do you quarrel?
Because my husband has the courage of a quivering dormouse. All I ask for is a child.
I'm not sure how I can help with that.
There is a rock, a place of great power. They say that all women who spend the night there come away pregnant.
From a rock.
From the fertile power and energy it holds. I must see it for myself. Will you protect me on the road?
Yes.
Every woman I know who's gone to the rock has left with child. It's a miracle.
And this is not a Christian belief.
The legend says that Ostara, the goddess of spring, transformed a bird into a hare at this very spot. The hare then laid colored eggs for her festival. The place has great magic.
Birds becoming hares. Hares laying eggs. We Norse have stranger stories.
Here we are. This is the sacred place.
Okay, it's a big rock. That I can say, but nothing too special about it.
Great Ostara, bestow your blessing upon me. Give me that which I so desperately desire. A child.
Ostara shall grant your wish through the power of a sacred ritual. Do you both seek the goddess's Saka?
This woman has come to take in the power of the Rock of Fertility.
And she will all leave satisfied.
However long it takes, and whatever is needed of me, I will give it.
Uh-huh. Why do I have a suspicion that he is doing that just to eventually
Yes, my dear. Feel the power.
get laid? Yeah, okay. You should get a room. Well, it doesn't seem like there are anything more to do. Okay, now I got a little bit curious.
But it is...
Oh well.
Yes, my dear.
We go.
Feel the
Do have a feeling it's on the top of that judge. Hampton here. Never heard of it. Soon there, and we also have a
Let's go.
thing point way closer. kind of weird, because I thought I had been in Winchester before, but then it's just an area that looks similar eventually.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawkshit stains my boots.
Or wait a sec. Wessex. Miss Mercia. East Anglia.
Bring the man in white in their god's house. What is that boy doing all the way up there?
He'll crack his head like a fresh hen's egg.
Let's see. What do you see, Sunan?
Oh, so we're supposed to get over there to the other church, if I'm correct. Okay, down with the weapon. Fuck.
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
Door is locked.
The Lord takes the best of us to sit beside him.
Bishop Aelfirth? He is not with God. He is locked in the flaming crypt where all heretics go.
Hush, they'll hear you.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It's you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do. But I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
Oh god.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall.
So,
Servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was
okay.
mighty indeed.
I thought for once there that we had to do lighting madness, but
In the Bible, quick of wit, oxen
it seems like we can go on without.
but
God called Aelfirth to sit
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their god.
For God's spirit breath on the waters, or breathed on the waters and in the Jordan River. Jesus was cleansed of all sin. Was just juggling around with that breathe or breath.
He rose from the dead. A nice trick, and not easily done.
Resurrection story. At his tomb, yeah, tomb, of course. At his tomb, the earth shook, and an angel appeared, asking them why they looked for the living among the dead. He has risen. So there is one more in here.
Their god brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
On the mountain, he walked with his disciples. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. So,
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
then
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration. Thou art weighed in the balances, and found wanting. Perhaps you should try again. Speak his story, in order.
oh God.
I am no Christian. I do not know your stories.
Then return when you no longer languish in a pit of ignorance.
Be in the water, okay? Okay. So
Has his light brought illumination to your darkness? Speak
Yes.
his story.
I think so. So
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush. Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
who's in here?
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me
A strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that your god fears death just as mine do. Just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in his glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama?
I don't think he is a priest.
Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that well from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs, free men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy
That
king's
was
weight
an
in
interesting
silver.
thought. Even if you remove
Very well.
the order of state
As much as you can
or
carry.
organs of state,
This morning, my reeve, Goodwin,
things or
was
there will
not at
still
his
be
post.
problems.
A man you trust?
That is something I actually can take
Goodwin
with
was
me
following the
in
clues given in
my
this
studies
letter when
on
he
international relations too.
Where was he last seen?
at his house by the west gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, Great King, but the day will come.
So, just going to go on the order map here to see if there is clues. Okay.
I need to find this reeve, Goodwin. Are you spying on me?
Scarper! She's onto us!
not that far from here. I just
Winchester
hope
warns
that...
a good bishop and a strong, virile man. They find
What the... What?
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him? Papers thrown on the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks? Or the guards destroying evidence?
A half-burned letter. You have been a thorn in my side long enough, Goodwin. Cease your snooping, or I will use my considerable influence to lock you in the garrison. Not even your feeble king will save you then. The gallows. Outside? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, it's a there is a stair here.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison. This place is heavily guarded.
Oh, I know.
Go, Sunan.
All the way up there, of course. They won't ever make it easy for us. Oh, shoot. Yeah.
There's the target. Shoot it.
Okay, where was that key? Over there.
Sage me, O Lord! Strike with me!
Oh yeah, shoot down your own men. Bye! Whoa! Not if you die first.
Thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
Yet another key. Where could that be? This is odd.
A Dane in Winchester. These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go, before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Well, the document can't be that hard to find. Well, we finished her together, lads. Well, he was alone, so it wasn't much of together. Oh, come on. That way.
Jet, need to get on the other side.
Just going to go around.
Barred.
Okay. I thought that was the door I unlocked earlier. So from this side then. Am I simply moving? No. We're going in circles.
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I have arranged to meet Harold at the tavern under the cover of darkness. He was terrified when I approached him in the open, eyes darting left and right, as if he thought the werewolves were watching us. Harold did not come. I waited for more than an hour, and then when I went to his home, Annie. Okay. Just my song getting a little bit tired there, but and when I went to his home, near the minster. The place was torn apart. His belongings gone. 4 others came forward with information on the gallows' identity, and all 4 have met horrible end. 2 were hanged in the square on petty charges. 1 was found dead, allegedly after a drunken brawl. Another has fled. The 2 who were hanged. The gallows must be another reeve. I am sure of it. Only we have the power to judge the people of Winchester. He, the gallows, is a public figure, and he outwardly opposes Alfred's reforms. I do not dare write my suspicions here. The research continues for many more pages. Clearly. Hello, Darq, Wolfies. So, then we are going to speak to Goodwin. Hopefully not that much more than that before next part of the quest, because I have to go in an appointment in just 50 minutes, so...
Try to flank!
Main story?
Futile! You're doing bombs! We bring Christ's mercy!
Ah, well, I'm in Winchester.
Kath, it's about this land, my friend.
I am grateful for your help.
It's a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favored reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but defiled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They're dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven Clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name doesn't rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our 3 heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Well?
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your Bishop Aelfirth was the Sikhs.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
This sounds like it might lead to...
The gallows? What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve,
multiple
I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice. And this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course. That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Okay. And with that, comes. Just waiting for the multiple quests. No? Actually not? I'll help you with that when that time comes, if you haven't figured it out when I have gotten to that point. But yeah, I think this is a nice place to end for today. I would have streamed a little bit longer if it had been because I'm going for an appointment in just a 10 minutes time, and people are already kind of yelling, Annie, please come already. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video or stream.
Ways, taking
Bye.
a servant in so terrible a fire.
Bishop Aelfirth